Yeah, I went and saw Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, right? So I left 40 minutes in. The movie is so fucking garbage. It's it's a feminist like fuck dream, and it makes no sense. Look, the parts you can feel like you know what? Let me stop. Let me say what they do positive. Like what I took away positive from the film. It looks great. The sets, it's very authentic. It's not like poorly done like like Whitest Kids did those Civil War on drugs. Like the set design, there's that. I mean, the costumes, it's done well. It does. They captured the feel of a Jane Austen film, like a Downton Abbey, or you know what I mean. Like they captured that feel well. Okay. Now, everything else that I didn't like. All right. First of all, and the sound is mixed so well, and you probably won't pick it up if you rent the DVD or the Blu-ray if you don't have like a surround sound or see it in the theaters. It is done really well, where there's noise. Um, I mean, it's done really well. It's hard to explain, but there's like a recurring theme with like flies. And it's done really well, and even like it started freaking me out because depending on where like they would look, like where in the room people would be faced with the camera, um, there'd be voices off to the side. Like they were very aware of where everything was. There's a lot of really sick continuity, and the sound design reflected that. Now everything else. Um, the movie is just garbage, and you can feel like when a script and direct. Well, I guess you can really go with a script, but when the direction of a film does a joke and then pauses for people to laugh, and it wasn't funny at all. It's so like reaching for that laugh. Like it's like a bombing comic that is still waiting for that punchline to hit. Uh, it's very far fetched, but I mean, they took a bunch of B movie tropes. Excuse me. They took a bunch of B movie tropes and expounded on it. Like they shouldn't have made it PG-13 either. They did everything a B movie would do. They made a high budget B movie PG-13. You know what I mean? So all the action scenes are them going hi ya ha ha, and then there's like one little like two-shot frame where like they're stabbing a person. You know what I mean? So all of the fight scenes look really clunky, and I guess I can say is they look clunky. They look very bad. They look like almost like a Power Ranger, but better quality. Not the grainy '90s Betamax video, but it just looks clunky. The fight scenes are clunky. Makes no sense. And now my biggest gripe, the thing that made me leave the theater: the zombies talk. The zombies are still people. They could have called it Pride and Prejudice and fucking people have a skin rash, because all the zombies are people with like a big cut over their face, or they don't look like zombies at all. They look like people, and the only way you can tell is because you have flies that seek out necrotic flesh. That's it. So the zombies talk. They walk of their own volition, and I don't want to give too much away because I hate spoilers myself, but they do this camera trick where they set it up, and I think it's a big detraction from the film. They do this thing where it's like when they see the zombie, it goes, and that's like that means that person got mauled by the zombie. But they do it once in the beginning, and then they do it to a main character of some sort in the film. But what I think, but I think if you're establishing a pattern or you're establishing a way that you're doing something in a film, and you only do it once, and then you use. Okay, so I don't want to give too much away, but okay, if this, ooh, with some frosting around the lens, is how you show that someone got fucked up by a zombie and started the outbreak. Okay, then the main character that you're supposed to care for goes, woo, and then it's supposed to be like a mystery of, you're supposed to be on the fence of, did they get bit? Did they not get bit? Because the sister's backing her up. Because remember, this is written off the skeleton of Pride and Prejudice. If it's supposed to be like, oh, is she bit? Is she not bit? Is she bit? Is she not bit? You've already illegitimized that camera tactic, that way of showing a thing. You know what I mean? Because you absolutely showed that that's how you show people getting fucked up by zombies, because you made a PG-13 zombie movie. If I didn't tell you yet, PG-13 zombie film. That shouldn't exist. But also, the zombies talk. They're just polite, Downton Abbey motherfuckers that have their own plans. You might as well. They're just somebody to fucking beat up in the film. This shit makes no goddamn sense, and I know it shouldn't. And I'm not faulting them for not making complete fucking scientific sense. What I'm saying is, you could have called them Pride and Prejudice and some crazy motherfuckers. You could have called it Pride and Prejudice and sociopaths. Like they set out rules and then didn't follow their own rules, and that to me, there it is. That's just so. If you're gonna set up your own rules in your own universe, you should follow them. You know what I mean? Like Gremlins. Don't feed them after midnight. Don't get them wet. All right. You don't just like throw a bottle of water on a mugwai and then it's like, oh, but this time it was fine because you need it to fucking progress the third act of the film. It was so bad. The whole thing is so fucking bad. Oh, it's so bad. Oh my god! Please do not spend your money to go see it in theaters. But if you got a buddy, if you're gonna rent it, you should definitely take it to a buddy's house that has like a surround sound, because it is the sound mixing is really well done. It really is. And that's I was gonna walk after the first 15 minutes, but I was like, the sound mixing good. There's gonna be a redeeming quality, and it just got worse. It just got worse and worse. So that was my review, and you can all suck a big fat bag of dicks.